John Harbaugh was asked about whether he's seen enough improvement from the offensive line to not make changes. Harbaugh said he has. You put the best five players out there, it's not even a hard question. And Harbaugh said he's seen room for improvement from the offensive line, but he thinks the group is getting better. Cool, let's compare that to the PFF grades for the offensive linemen this past weekend against the Browns. Linderbaum, 78.1. Voorhees, who's been getting a lot of flack this year, 75.7. Rosengarten, 57.5. Stanley struggled against Myles Garrett, which I understand. Alalele had a 23.2. And as you see below me, run blocking was a 54.7, the lowest out of the five, again, for run blocking. With Voorhees, the highest at a 70.4. And I know that the Ravens aren't sitting there being like, well, his PFF grades were bad, so clearly we're going to bench him for someone else. And I understand the conversation of the offensive line this year because it's been struggling a lot. And everyone wants Falalele bench. They want him gone. And let's be honest, it's not going to happen this season. He's going to finish his season as the starting right guard, whether we want him to or not. And at this point, I don't even blame Falalele. This is John Harbaugh and the coaching staff's fault. They want to keep putting him out there when he's clearly struggling. Then they're willing to get Lamar possibly hurt and get him sacked 4 times this past weekend. And that's up to them. That's the way they want to go with it. Then they will deal with the consequences, God forbid. So at this point, I'm not even going to sit here and fight to be like, oh, this is bullshit. It's not worth it. Just like we've seen years ago with the wide receiver conversation, until they finally do something, this is going to be an issue for the foreseeable future. Hopefully it changes after this season. Hopefully we see Emory Jones next season. Hopefully we see Noteboom a bit more. Hopefully we see a few other guys. Maybe they get someone in free agency or the draft, but it's going to be a rough rest this season because this is not going well. And with things starting to look a lot better, even though against Cleveland it didn't look great, they're 5-5. The last thing we want to do is risk Lamar getting hurt again and then having to struggle to the finish line for this season. But I'm hoping for the best because it's not getting better. It's just not. Voorhees, yes, he's gotten better. He's had some misses, some ups and downs, but Falele, he's struggling so much, and it's getting to a point. But it's not going to change, so it is what it is at this point.